Jim, a 4-1 victory down here at Capello. What aspects of that performance pleased you?
I think the scoreline to a lot of people, might make it seem as if it was a comfortable evening, but it was anything but that. We had to really fight hard for the 3 points. I thought we started the game particularly well. Really good energy shown by all the players. Louis, Morton, Tony in particular. Pressing high and being aggressive and not allowing Morton any time or space on the ball. We weren't allowing them to pick easy passes. Everything they'd done was rushed and was forced, and that allowed us to turn over possession quite regularly in that opening 10 or 15 minutes. As with any game, the first goal is really important. The last 3 weeks we've been able to get our noses in front, and that's not allowed teams to sit in and get 11 men behind the ball, and that was something that we were probably guilty of in games gone by, and that's a credit to the defenders, but also a credit to the guys up top, who I think have been really clinical and ruthless whenever we've had the chances that we've created.
Yeah, after getting that early goal, it would have been maybe easy to sit in and try and defend a narrow lead, but we went out, had the appetite for more, and got our rewards in the end.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we always want to score goals and try and entertain the fans, and probably something that we have been guilty of. The last maybe 2 or 3 months is not being ruthless enough when those chances have came by. If you look at the stats after most games, we do tend to create a lot of opportunities. We just haven't been clinical enough. Whereas lately, that's 4 goals tonight, 5 at the weekend, 2 against Wraith. Defended brilliantly in all 3 games. The back lads are extremely disappointed not to have kept another clean sheet tonight, and I think that's the frustration that we get done with that goal at the end. But I can't be critical of anybody. It was an all-round, very professional and very hard-fought win.
Why do you feel it has clicked in front of goal in recent weeks?
It's always hard to put your finger on it. I mean, nothing's changed a great deal from our perspective. We have been getting the ball forward a little bit quicker in recent weeks. We've been a little bit more direct. But in terms of when we get into that attacking third, we haven't changed a great deal. We've got the same patterns of play that we look for. We're always trying to get the ball out wide to our wingers and to our fullbacks and trying to get crosses in the box. There's never been a lack of trying to score goals, just sometimes the ball doesn't fall kindly to you. But lately we've been ruthless in front of goal, and lots of different goal scorers as well, which is really pleasing that we haven't been relying on Louis or Tony. Doc with the first goal tonight, brilliant ball in from Grimshaw. He deserves a special mention. Miller Thompson comes out of the team, obviously purely tactical, just knew that we were going to be in a dogfight down here tonight and we were going to need a bit of physical presence, and Grimmy done that really well, but his quality for the cross into the box for Doc was excellent, and a great header from Docherty. And then pleased for Glenn as well to get the goal. Glenn hasn't scored a great deal, but his all-round goals contributions I think has been probably one of his best seasons in terms of assists. So yeah, delighted with the performance.
As you say, we did kind of go through maybe a wee bit of a sticky patch post-Christmas, but do you think it's been the textbook case of hitting form at the right time?
Yeah, I mean, look, teams have ups and downs throughout the course of a season. It's a long, hard league, this championship, and there are no easy games in it, and maybe there was a little bit of fatigue setting in the middle part of the campaign. Sometimes you've got to credit opposition teams as well for defending well. I do think the first goal is massive. I think too many times opposition teams have went in front since the turn of the year, and that allows the opposition then to sit deep and get 11 men behind the ball, and it becomes very difficult to break them down. But the fact that we've been able to get our noses in front the last 3 games has meant that the opposition needs to come out, and that's given us opportunities to find space and to create better chances.
Still 9 points to play for, but got the opportunity to be the best championship finishers in nearly a decade. Is that maybe a wee bit of an added incentive to the players?
Yeah, look, I mean, there's loads of incentives out there for the players. The incentive tonight was to go and win the game and go 7 points clear, albeit, Wraith Rovers, if they go and win their game, then that gap becomes back to 4 points again. But I know it's a boring old cliche for managers, but we're just taking it one game at a time. Ayr United next week is going to be really difficult. I'll head down to Ayr tomorrow and watch a bit of that game and take some learnings from it. But if the players continue with the levels of commitment and the desire and that ruthlessness that they've been showing of late, then the results in the coming weeks should take care of themselves. The most important thing for me and for the group is that we don't drop standards, we don't get complacent, we don't start thinking it's job done too early. We have to recognise the fact that there's still 9 points to play for. And if we do take our eye off the ball, then things can turn around very quickly. So we'll keep our foot on the gas, and we'll keep working as hard as what we've been, and hopefully we'll just keep chalking off these wins.